Hi, I'm Kelly Parker. I'm a nurse practitioner in Utah, and I have a women's health practice. And I've been doing this for 20 plus years, and I have all sisters and all daughters. So it's my special interest to help women feel better about themselves and to accept themselves and love themselves no matter what. And so I had many patients speak to me about maybe sharing some of the knowledge or wisdom or experiences, and also share the things I've experienced with these people, so that hopefully there'll be information out there that would help other women to feel better. So one of the things I wanted to start with is just the perception that when women come into my office and just they don't feel good, or they don't like how they look, or maybe in their relationships they're worried about how their partner perceives them. And I feel like having daughters and growing up with girls is that we do have this pressure of whoever we're surrounded by to look and be and act like we're expected, and every culture is different and every household's different. But I think hopefully what girls come out with, and boys too, is that when they come into adulthood, they just find a way to learn to love themselves no matter what. And with women especially, I feel like there's more strict standards of how we look and weight and things like that. And if you can see behind me, I have a little diorama of puppies. And I think all of us think all puppies are cute. Doesn't matter what breed they are, what's going on, just like we feel that way about babies, human babies. I worked in the nursery and labor and delivery for about 12 years, and I never saw a baby I didn't like. They could be all shapes, sizes, hair sticking up. We had one cute little boy that had so much hair. I loved styling him. He was Elvis. He was Elvira. Whatever I can come up to entertain myself in the middle of the night. But you just took joy in how these babies look. They were all beautiful. And then we turn into adults, and all of a sudden we're looking at ourselves like too tall, she's too short, her hair's a funny color, curly, straight. My hair looks straight now, but if you stuck it with some water on one side, it would just curl out like crazy. And we're just all different. But when we were growing up, one of the standards of hair, this is going to date me, it's Marsha Brady. Marsha Brady had the most beautiful straight hair, and she would just have just one little lock that went like this. And you cannot tell. Now back then we didn't have hair products like you people have now. So my hair was never this straight, ever. So I have this curly, fuzzy Italian hair, and I am doing my best to Marsha Brady it behind my ears. And I don't have really big ears, which usually I'm happy about, except when I'm trying to Marsha Brady my hair. And it just didn't work. And I just didn't feel pretty because I didn't look like Marsha Brady. And fortunately, in the era we're in now, hair's a free for all. I mean, you could have any color, any texture, any short, tall, no hair at all. And we've learned to appreciate that it's beautiful. So we've definitely made strides on that. But I feel like body image and how we feel we should be is different. So if you look at these puppies in the back, there's several breeds and varieties. And I always tell patients, they'll say if they've somebody who's gained some weight that they don't want at any age, and they'll ask me, how do you stay in shape, or what do you do? And I actually said, you know what? I just looked at myself. There's lots of things I didn't like. I had short, little stubby legs. I didn't have these beautiful, fine ankles and things. And I just felt like I was stubby. But then I realized pit bulls, I'm a pit bull. And I need to be the best pit bull I could be, the strongest, and the whatever I could do with this body I was given, and just be the best pit bull I could be. And we're all like that. We all look differently. When it comes to weight, I always bring patients back to 500 years ago. If you weren't voluptuous and couldn't see a bone, you were lower income. Nobody was taking care of you. You would never last a winter. Nobody wanted to breed with you. I mean, it just because you didn't look healthy. And yet somehow we've gone the other way. Now, certainly we don't want, to be excessively overweight and things, and health is the issue, but we're all different. I have some Tongan patients, and they in general are taller, they're musculature, they're muscly, and they play. I have a 58-year-old Tongan patient that still plays rugby on a team. And it's just amazing to me. But I'm so proud of her to just go forward. But she'll always say to me, don't look at my BMI because I'm Tongan, and this is the best way I can look. And I'm like, you look beautiful. You look great. Here's another thing as we age. I'm well past menopause, and my good friend Doug, who is helping me film this, has put a lovely filter on me so you can't see that this isn't it, as most people do when they're on TV. So don't look at any actress and think that that's the way it is. And several actresses will reassure you that that's not real. But when I look at these people, genetics play a difference. I have an Argentinian medical assistant that should be a doctor. She's taught me most of what I know. She's brilliantly smart. And she is over 70 and her face is as smooth as can be. And it's genetics. I mean, she has plenty of worry. She's thinner. So it's genetics. I'll have patients say that I think look good. And as you get older, what you have to remember is fat is your connective tissue. If you get too thin, and you'll see thin women, your skin kind of hangs. We're not 20 anymore, girls. It starts to hang. So a little bit of connective tissue there actually makes it look smoother. You'll see women who they feel like they're heavier, but their faces are perfect. They have no wrinkles. And so I think what I'm trying to say is you need to look in the mirror and say, I'm enough. I'm beautiful just how I am. And that what can I do to feel the best I can? And we need to stop worrying about what everybody else thinks, because at the end of the day, what we think is really what matters. So what I'd like to hopefully help you people perceive at this point is just in the beginning of these, and I'll have a series of talks on different parts of women's health from here on out. But today I want you to remember that I should have dressed up probably for a podcast, but I had my queen shirt. And I think all of us need to remember we're queens. And we need to remember we are and appreciate that and be the best queen you can be. So in social media, there's a lot of pressure. You see all these things. 30 years ago, I didn't know what was going on across the street, let alone what was going on the other side of the world, because we didn't have that access. But you do. But don't compare yourself to others. Look at these people in these different cultures and celebrate them. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate the girl across the street. I live across the street from this beautiful, live, thin, tall girl. And she's great. And when I first met her, I thought, I can't compete with that. But she's an amazing person. She has an amazing personality. And there's things about me that she appreciates that she wish she had. Nobody's happy. Don't look across the way and think that they're in a better shape than you are. So rather than compare yourself or wonder if you should be like somebody else, just be the best you could be. So let's learn to celebrate, not cancel. No canceling humans. Every person is important. So I hope as we go forward, we can explore a little bit more specifically on different topics about your health and help you be the best queen you can be. Thank you.